Nothing shocks me about this game.
And that drew rim. It's still loose. Luka got it done.
Luka Doncic led the Dallas Mavericks to their third NBA Finals appearance in franchise history. The Slovenian had unfinished business after losing to the Golden State Warriors in 2022 and missing the playoffs last season. The Mavericks had no mercy on the Minnesota Timberwolves and dismantled them in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals with a 124-103 win. The most wondered question now is Luka Doncic taking the crown for world's best player? The storm clouds of debate are forming off in the distance, just waiting to strike basketball conversations with a torrential downpour of hyperbolic disagreement. With Nikola Jokic eliminated by Minnesota, Giannis Antetokounmpo not making an appearance in the playoffs, and Joel Embiid too injured to be consistent, there is an opening for the title of best basketball player in the world. It's a rite of passage for someone we've been waiting to see reach the NBA Finals.
How's that?
Because Luka's past Jokic. He's number one right now, what he's doing. He's, first of all, still playing. Jokic is not. His age, he is not one of the best players in the world. Right now, I would put him as the best player in the world.
Luka Doncic might just be that guy. Is it an overreaction to just dismiss Jokic, a three-time MVP in the last 4 years, plus reigning champion and finals MVP, because he lost in the second round? Probably, but does Doncic also have a case for challenging the honors throne? He's very much creating one. And that's where we stand now with the Dallas Mavericks on the brink of the third NBA Finals berth in team history. Luka Doncic saved his best performance for last in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals on Thursday night, scoring 20 of his 36 points in the first quarter to shell-shock the Minnesota Timberwolves in front of their home fans and lift the Dallas Mavericks to their first NBA Finals appearance since 2011. So far this postseason, the Slovenian leads all players in points, rebounds, assists, steals, field goals made, three-pointers made, and free throws made. The 25-year-old has the stats, as we know. While Mavs fans have been adamant he was the real MVP this season, well, he wasn't, but he was still awesome, his numbers continue to look like utter nonsense. He averaged 33.9 points, first Maverick to win the scoring title, a career-high 9.8 assists and 9.2 rebounds with a career-best 61.7% true shooting percentage. For the playoffs, Doncic is at 28.3 points, 9.1 assists, and 9.6 rebounds with a dip in his true shooting mark, 55.6. But he also has a laundry list of injuries he's managing. Many fans reacted to these stats, showering the Slovenian player with praise. Some compared Luka's 2024 playoff run to LeBron James, and one fan even dared to say Doncic has already surpassed the king. Some other fans crowned Doncic as the best player in the world and even the new face of the NBA. And after finishing the Timberwolves series with a 36-point performance, shooting 14 of 22 and 6 of 10 from beyond the arc, Doncic received Western Conference Finals MVP honors.
Man, it's not me. It's the whole team. I see you. But no, this means a lot. We're going to NBA Finals. Just can't believe it, man.
Doncic's defense has improved meaningfully from outright bad to passable and even good in the right context. His pick-and-roll mastery has reached historic levels. Minnesota threw every conceivable coverage at him in the Western Conference Finals. He solved them all within a few possessions. He's been the best lob passer in NBA history for years now. The only thing he hasn't done yet is actually win the championship. That may change in the coming weeks. If there was any doubt before about Doncic's status as one of the best players in the league, there shouldn't be any more. He has been brilliant in these playoffs, elevating his game even higher than his terrific regular season performances. He was well deserving of the conference finals MVP. He's been the best player of these playoffs. There is no good coverage to stop Doncic. He beats them all because of his tough shot-making size and unbelievable court vision. The Thunder and Timberwolves both had some of the best personnel in the league to stop his pick-and-roll attack. It did not matter. He has eviscerated all defensive players and the Defensive Player of the Year in Rudy Gobert to get to this point. Doncic is going to continue to be brilliant on the league's biggest stage. The Mavericks are going to be underdogs in this series, but having number at 77 on their side is going to give them a chance in every game. On Thursday, in Game 5's 124-103 victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Doncic advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time. Along with him came his new set of teammates, the best he's ever had, amplifying their transcendent superstar who seemed destined to reach this stage. Now he has them. It has been 13 years since the Dallas Mavericks reached the NBA Finals, 13 years since they lifted the crown under Dirk Nowitzki's charge for the the first time in the franchise's history. 13 years toiling in Nowitzki's twilight and then learning how to trust in Doncic after his arrival. This is Nowitzki's franchise, always will be, but there's no better successor. Not because these two legends are identical, not even close, but because they share one trait, a ruthless winning desire that uplifts all around them. What Nowitzki left, Doncic carried forward. Now he's arrived in the same place Nowitzki once took them, into the finals against the Boston Celtics, beginning June 6th. Doncic's 36 points on 14 of 22 shooting was matched by his co-star running mate, Kyrie Irving, who had 36 himself. Irving is the one player on the team who has been to the finals before. Irving is the best player Doncic has ever played with, one who matched him shot for shot in Thursday's closeout win. He ensured Doncic's snarling and screaming eminence was affixed to his own steady and sure resolve. With those two atop the team, in games where they both decide losing isn't an option, there's a certainty in the results. The teammates surrounding them, ones Doncic met for the first time 12, 10, or even 3 months ago, have quickly earned the entirety of Doncic on-court faith. When Doncic is unstoppable, his teammates turn into the escalation of his brilliance. Play him straight up, and Doncic overcomes whatever high-flying athleticism he lacks for heaven-grazing lob passes that Gafford brings down into the rim's mortal coil. Double-team him, and there's the rookie phenom Derek Lively II catching the ball at the free throw line and swinging it to an open teammate, usually PJ Washington or Derek Jones Jr. Two defensive stalwarts who have quickly learned that hesitation is an unnecessary sensation when those deliveries are imbued with Doncic's own confidence in them. Doncic is always at the levers, manning this team's helm. His hagiography is earned through nights like this, where there's no way to watch him and think anything except that he's the best basketballer alive. Whether he and his teammates are enough right now to topple the Boston Celtics will be determined. The battle will be fought over 7 games or 6 or however many it takes. Now the Mavericks are headed to Boston to face the Celtics, who had an easy path to the NBA Finals, beating the Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Indiana Pacers, respectively. As Skip Bayless said this week, the Mavericks will be a tough matchup for the Celtics, especially if Luka Doncic keeps playing at this level.
You know, they're the best team in the NBA. They were first record. So they have some incredible weapons. So I think our defense is going to be the key.
And if Doncic manages to beat the vaunted Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals, then we're ripe for the discussion of whether he's the best player in the world. Joining that club of champions immediately jumps you up a couple notches, and we've seen Doncic show such potential ever since he joined the NBA in 2018. Boston's Jason Tatum will have something to say about it. Jokic and Giannis and company will be back next season to prove the chatter wrong, but this discourse is about to get very loud if Doncic can lead his team to 5 more wins in the next 4 weeks. We're not done here, Doncic said. We need 4 more. Doncic's trophy case, the one which he'll stuff his newly awarded slab into wherever it'll fit, could use a centerpiece. What Doncic would like to see in that spot is the largest trophy this sport can offer. He's always wanted that from the first moment he entered this league laden with laurels which he intended to exceed. Now begins his first chance.
Like and subscribe if you like this video.